I think I'm crazy to be streaming tonight, to be honest. I think I'm crazy, but I'm doing it. So maybe I'm crazy. Hello, all my aviation enthusiast friends. Welcome to the latest episode of the Airplane Show. Yeah, baby. I think it's going to be a good episode tonight. At least I hope it's going to be a good episode. I mean, shit. I don't want there to be a bad episode. Maybe this will be a good one too. Let me plug in this approach. So we're going to be flying a CJ4, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. CJ4. If you haven't done so now and you're checking out this video, subscribe and like my shit. It may not mean anything to you, but it means a lot to me. And the only person that's going to know that you did it besides you is me. And I won't say nothing. I promise. Scout's honor. Anyways, seriously though, subscribe and like my channel. Now, let's do this here. So, I'm a little late tonight. It's my daughter's birthday. We was out eating some good-ass dinner, man. Some Texas Roadhouse. Actually, it was kind of shitty tonight. The food was terrible, actually. The food was terrible. It was just terrible. All right. The company was good. You know, it was great, getting out and about a little bit. But, yeah, man, I was really surprised that the food was bad. Usually Texas Roadhouse is on point. All right, let me get this dock up here. And we're not going to be flying an Air France CJ4, by the way. Yeah, I was thinking about doing Delta, actually. This plane, I'm sure, does not exist in real life, but I think it's a pretty cool livery. This is a livery pack from 2Pilot. It's a really cool livery pack. It's got a lot of nice liveries. Now this, yeah, we are going to do the Delta version tonight. Now this particular, isn't this the ambulance one? Yep. Now this particular flight that we're doing tonight took place earlier today. So it's wow, I forgot how many liveries there are. Jeez. Got an Emirates one too. So this is based off a real flight that took place earlier today from Georgetown Executive to Telluride. So let's go ahead. Let me make sure the photogrammetry is off. And now this flight's about 2 hours in the air. All right, so that's off. So it's about 2 hours in the air. There was another flight I was looking at from Italy to Spain. Hey, what's up, dude? What's up? A little late tonight. My daughter's birthday today, so we was out getting some dinner. All right, piloting. Do we still have the ATC on? ATC is on. All right, checklist and user experience, ATC voices, and flight plan. All right, very good. All right, let's go to Georgetown Executive Airport. All right, let's actually update our airplane here. So the tail on this particular plane, let me finish setting the approach. Come on, let's add this up. RNAV-M, runway 9. All right, very good. Now let's open up SimBrief. I think it's N77WB. Yep. Yeah, if you go to FlightAware right now and in the search bar type in N77 Whiskey Bravo, you'll see this plane from earlier today flying this route. Well, I don't really know what route it flew. It only did a departure and one waypoint. I built a different route, but either way, the two airports are the same. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, yo mama. Yep, yeah, she turned 15 today, man. Thank you. All right, MA. All right, MAMMA. And let me set up the weights and balance right now too. So the fuel we need tonight is 17 32. All right, we'll leave that there at 75. And our takeoff weight. All right, so payload says 376. Our payload is 522, and our takeoff weight is 6863. All right, well, that's close enough there. All right, very good. All right, now let's type in KGTU. I think I've taken off from this airport before. I think I flew to Aspen from this airport, I think. Ramp number 1, let's do it. All right, and we got live weather. We'll adjust the time as we get closer. Taking off. All right, yeah, let's just stick with that. All right, let's get it. But yeah, the flight on FlightAware just shows a departure and 1 waypoint, but there's still like 500 miles after that waypoint, so I'm sure they were vectored in real life. We don't have that luxury at this point. Maybe with the next iteration of simulator, maybe we'll have, you know, VATSIM or another ATC type situation where we can actually be vectored, which would be really cool. Even if it's just automated, like if it's just AI doing it. All right, George. Yeah, I think I have flown from this airport before. All right, let's change it so it's sunny outside. We can always change it back to dark when we get ready to take off. All right, so let's go ahead and move the yokes. And let's get our checklist out. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to be streaming or not tonight, and but I'm not really ready to go upstairs. And yeah, I wasn't sure until about 10 minutes ago. I was hoping to get a lot of the preliminary work done before I got home from dinner, but it didn't work out that way. All right, let's go ahead and do some evaluations. Yep. Yep. They're both on.
Battery switch. On. Avionics master switch.
I believe that is down.
Dispatch.
Yep. All right, let's start the engines.
Right engine starter button. Push. Right engine run / stop button. Run engine equals 20%. ITT end. Monitor. Left engine start. Repeat procedure. Avionics master switch. On. Lights. On. Parking brake. Release.
All right, that's all there is to that. Let's go ahead and get set up here. Oh, good. It's got the latest AirX system in it. That is excellent. All right, let's click clear. Maybe not. All right, position initialization. Let's go to the next page. Oh, there is no other next page. That sucks. All right, let me see what our position is here. Let me go to the flight plan and see what we have here. So we have north 3040. Okay, so it's this one here. All right, and then we have KGTU. Key not active. Wonderful. All right, let's go to, I don't think I can bring the flight in. Let me see here. Index. Yeah, I don't think I can. No, I don't think so. Well, actually, I might. I got a SimBrief ID here. Let me, Let me see. See if this will do it. Hey, look at that bitch. All right. That is awesome. I didn't know it would do that. Okay, so if you want to bring your flight plan in, go to Index, go to Route Menu, and then click on Flight Plan Recall. That is awesome. Very good. And in order to do all that, you got to go to Index page, go to page 2, and then go to Settings and put your SimBrief ID in. All right, very good. Let's do departure. And we are leaving on runway 11, hopefully. And we're doing ELO EL3. What's that, bro? What's up? All right, ABI is our transfer. Let's execute that. Let's come back to here and let's do arrival. And we are doing, ooh, I don't know if they're gonna have our landing. They don't have it. Shit. All right, let me put in. That's sweet, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, that's not going to work. Okay, let's let me go to legs real quick. Okay, let's see if I can plug in another waypoint here. Flight plan. Nope. All right. So let's do departure. Let's do arrival. Let's do our nav Z. And we are going to do Halvin. Execute that. Now let's go to legs. All right, very good. So I can put in another waypoint here. So we're going to do DVC. There we go. All right, very good. And now let's go to performance. All right, transition altitude's okay. Cruising altitude. I think it's 43,000 feet. Let's see what it says. Flight plan here. I think 43 is it. Yep, 43,000 feet. That's good. All right, that's good. All right, we're almost ready to taxi here. All right, position. That's good. And performance, yeah, I think we're good. All right, very good. So that's all done. Now I do want to come over here and make sure that we have a certain page pulled up here. So let's go to, okay, there we go. We got to set our V speeds for takeoff. Let's go takeoff. Okay, runway 11. Let's see, does it do? All right. I wasn't sure if it brought in the wind automatically. Let me see what. You know, actually, first let me get clearance for this runway before I start plugging in all the shit. And runway 11 is going straight down, I believe. Yep. All right, let's talk to the ATC. Or south.
Georgetown ground, YO Mike Alpha, Mike Alpha. Oscar request taxi for takeoff south departure.
YO Mike Alpha, Mike Alpha taxi to
Very good. All right.
runway 11 using taxiway Bravo, cross runway 18. Contact tower on 120.225 when ready.
Taxi hold short runway 11 using taxiway Bravo, cross runway 18 YO Mike Alpha, Mike Alpha.
Excellent. All right, let's tune to the tower. All right, let me pull up the runway information here. Okay, so we have information. Okay, slope is negative 0.73. So negative 0.73. All right, the outside air temperature right now is, what is it right now? Actually, let me get the ATIS up. All right, let's automatic on. Let's send this to FMC. All right, that's been completed. All right, now we're good. Now we're ready for takeoff. Takeoff, approach, all that. Okay, now we're good. Let's go legs. All right, we're already tuned to the tower again. All right, now we need to turn on the lights. Make sure everything else is okay here. All right, let's come down here. Let's arm the emergency lights. And then we also have this, oops, let me get rid of that data there. All right, pitot heat and static hold and standby. So the standby switch is right here. And the pitot heat is right, oops, down here. FMS, this all looks good. Oh yeah, I didn't get the actual pressure. Shit. There, it's on this ticker here at the bottom. Let's see what the pressure says, and then we'll set that, and then we'll go. All right, 30.06. All right, so let's come over here. We need to interact with a couple of these buttons here. So you can do PFD menu, and then use the knob and go down to baro set, push enter on here, and now we can use this and uh, 30.06. Shit. Hang on, let me get my calculator out. Where's my calculator? Unit converter, here we go. It'll probably be like 1017 or something like that, because I think there's 3/10 of a point for each whole number. So like you have 1013. I think 1013 is like 29.91, 29.92, 29.93, and then 1014 is like the next. So all right, pressure. I already have this kind of set up. All right, so we have 30 point, let's reverse these. All right, 30.06. Yep, 1018. That was close. I think I said 1017. All right, let's turn on our flight director, and we can go ahead and taxi. Let's put some flaps down. We got our takeoff information here. All right, and let's put on our taxi lights. Nope, I already got them on. All right, logo light. Them on. Let's turn on some lights here. Cabin fans, all that's good. TCAS should be, yep, it's already on. All right, very good. Let's roll out. Yeah, that's real cool. They're making the Caravelle. Park and brake off. Yep. I don't feel my controller vibrating yet. There we go. Watch out, buddy. I'm coming for you. Whoa. I've never seen a plane like that at the airport before. That looks like it looks like the TBM 930. I don't know, maybe he didn't think I was on. Could be out partying, it's Friday night. We were saying that about you last night. We were like, where's Grease? Where's he at? I figured you were probably sleeping. My cousin sent me a text message. Let me respond back to her real quick. Hi, I hope all is well with you. Period. I think she's sleeping. She started feeling kind of lousy during dinner. Period, but I will definitely let her know when I see her next. Period. Love you. Period. Yeah, man, you missed all the zombies and everything, man. All right, and I think she's sleeping. She started feeling kind of lousy during dinner, but I will definitely let her know when I see her next. Okay, very good. And Lord help me if I don't respond to a text message to my cousin, man. This would be like World War III. Hey, man, it's all good. All good. You didn't miss a whole lot. We just did a ATR 72 flight last night. I'm looking at buying yokes for the simulator here. But I've been having, I mean, lately playing now that I have capability of like having live weather and all that. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about with cousins. But yeah, lately now that I've been flying with like actual wind and turbulence, it's becoming kind of difficult to land these planes properly with just my thumb. So, oh, you know what? I never set the. Yeah, let's put the parking brake on. I never put an altitude in. All right, let's put our landing lights on. And let me see if there's any altitude restrictions on the takeoff here. But yeah, so I'm looking at getting some yokes. No, we just have to be over 5,000 at, looks like Walmart actually. All right, so let's plug in our altitude. Let's just plug in 43,000. The system has 5,000 right now, which is fine. All right, and let's set our speed for. Oh, we can't do that yet. Okay, let's click nav. Yeah, me too. Something like that. All right, let's go take off. But yeah, it's very difficult to land properly just using your thumb. Oh, how's our takeoff trim actually? So just start trim a little bit. There we go. Probably. I kind of want to be able to use two hands though. So we'll see. I'm gonna look at a few different ones when I get the money for it in the next few weeks. It's gonna be a few weeks before I have the money for it, but all right. Let's set some takeoff power. All right, takeoff power set. Gear up. Let's put on some photogrammetry. Yeah, yokas, but I'm gonna look at a few different ones. I haven't even started looking yet, so I mean, I know that, you know, I know kind of about how much they are, but I haven't even started looking at any of them yet. All right, let's put our flaps up. Introduce our power to climb power. And let's start turning. Yeah, I want to find one that's universal for, like, I don't, you know what, I don't know if I need it to do every plane, but, you know, if I could find one that's universal for every plane, that would be great. All right, autopilot's on. Let's click FLC. And let's turn on the yaw dampener. And we are at climb power. All right, climb above 5,000 feet at Walmart. That's fine. Let's turn off our landing lights. And the logo light. All right, and we are, as the kids say, we're Gucci. Let's go ahead and get to our flight plan progress. And it's about 5 degrees, so we may have to put on our anti-ice equipment here pretty soon. Yeah, well, that makes sense if it's for Boeing. But I know they have universal ones out there that you can use for pretty much every plane. So I want to try to get my hands on one of them. All right. Our make-believe Delta CJ4 is on its way to Telluride. All right, we got to get ready to put standard pressure on. All right, let's put on our anti-ice equipment. And let's push for standard pressure. Standard pressure is on. Let's zoom out a little bit. Range is the inner knob. Yep, I was either going to stream tonight or like early tomorrow morning. So I don't really think I want to stream early in the morning tomorrow. We'll see how I feel when I get up. But I downloaded a few games this week and I've been having fun kind of playing them, so I might just play them tomorrow instead. Yep, that's right. Turtle Beach Velocity 1. Yeah, I know Turtle Beach makes some yokes. So I got some time to look into it. I'm not making a decision anytime, you know, in the next, will probably be at least 2 or 3 weeks before I can do it. Until then, I gotta make sure my thumb is in good shape. That's like the most important little digit I have. The most important appendage. My disposable thumb. I don't think I've ever tried to land at this airport before, to tell you right. I've gone past it a few times on my way to Denver and to Aspen, and I've never tried to land at it before. Yeah, man, dinner was kind of shitty tonight, man. Like, last time I went to Texas Roadhouse, man, that shit was banging. I've been going there for 20, 30 years. And it's always been good. And tonight, man, like, there was a hair in my mom's food. And it was supposed to be, like, a certain portion for the chicken she got. And it was, like, half of that portion, so... And then I ordered a steak. And I ordered it at a certain temperature, and it was like 2 levels below what I ordered it. So it was like, I like my steaks like medium well. I like just a nice little pink in the middle. Man, this thing was like still mooing. Like I cut into it, and it was like almost raw on the inside. Salad was good though, man. I tossed my salad tonight, man. Love me a tough salad. Yeah. Get your minds out the gutter. I'm an old man. Get your mind out the gutter. Yeah. We got 740 miles. So with this aeroplane, if you want to set up anything that you see on this screen here, you need to do it down yonder. So we have the upper menu, which takes care of this here. Okay? Then we have the lower menu, which takes care of what you see here. And then, you know, map symbols, overlays, weather, things like that. And then, just like I did before, when you bring up the page, use the big wheel to go down. Highlight, when you get to the line you want, use the small wheel, push enter, and it'll bring up the next menu. And then use the big wheel again to choose what you want, and then use this to select it, you know, to confirm it. Same thing over here. You push PFD menu. You have all these, you know, bearing source, configuration, overlays, references for like speed. So you would do that. You would use the big wheel to scroll down. Use the little wheel to confirm your choice, and then do the same thing on the next page. As far as what we're looking at here, so you have these 3 buttons right here: display, MFT advanced and then MFD data. So display is what we're in here. We have takeoff approach reference, flight plan progress, which is what we're looking at here, nav status, progress report. Okay, we can choose left or right side for that, left or right side. And we also have this page here. Previous page. Next page. See how it has 1 and 2? So you would use these for 1 and 2. And then MFD data is just what we're looking at here, same thing that we have over here. So if you want to go back to what we were looking at, just click that button again. Go here. If you want to change that page, click on display, and then we can choose now like nav status, position report. So it's got our longitude, latitude, fuel remaining, distance to go. It's got a lot of good information. But I kind of like this flight plan progression here. This one's kind of my favorite. It's got the fuel remaining, the ETA, the distance. All right, we can turn off the anti-ice now. It's negative 44 outside. All right, we're still doing good with our climb. Yeah, you had 4 pizzas. Jesus, man. Got a healthy appetite, bro. I didn't even know they had pizza in Greece. Was it a feta cheese pizza? On like pita bread? Was it just tzatziki sauce, feta cheese on pita bread? Is that what you're calling pizza? Nah, I'm just playing with you. 4 pizzas is a lot, man. Jesus. Maybe you mean 4 pieces of pizza. Man, these Delta employees are going to party it up and Telluride this weekend, man. They're going to get some fresh powder for their skis and fresh powder for their nose up there in Telluride. They're going to party their asses off. Greek pizza, fat and greasy. That's like American pizza. That's great. That's the best way to eat it. I could eat pizza almost every night. Seriously, I love some pizza, man. I have eaten thousands of calories in pizza, maybe even hundreds of thousands of calories in my time, in my life so far from pizza. I mean, I've been eating pizza forever. I can get down with some pizza. All right, let's sync our heading. Alright, we're almost at our cruising altitude. And once we get up there, we just need to make sure our throttle's in cruising position. Because there's no like auto throttle hold type button, so we have to make sure we have it at the right position so we don't overspeed or underspeed. Oh, I forgot to turn the lights down on the world when we took off. Shit. I love taking off when it's like dark outside. Forgot to do that. It's so much brighter over here on the west coast compared to like the east coast. Like if we were on the east coast right now, like we probably wouldn't be able to see the airplane at all. I think this plane looks so cool at nighttime.
Altitude.
All right, we're just about there. Once we get to 43,000 feet, we'll click. All right, altitude capture. All right, let's move our throttle back to cruise mode. There we go. See, now it says cruise right here. It's already in altitude mode. We don't need to do anything. Yeah, that says 2 hours and 24 minutes, I think. Is that what that means? Yeah, we're going to be going 2x speed here pretty soon, if that's the case, man. It's weird there's no information for this landing. Let me start plugging some shit in here. Very strange. Okay, hull room, we need to be at 13,000 feet. Doesn't have a speed though. Let's say 200 at 13,000 feet. Let me see if it'll let me plug it in. Okay, execute. Then we have ETL. All right, SETMO, we have 13,000 feet as well. Okay, yeah, that's good. Let me see if that's the same for the VOR landing too. Localizer. Pin that. Yeah, Hodolo. Localizer course offset by 3 degrees. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So I wonder if there's a VOR station there. Let me see this here. No VOR station. That's okay. All right, now we're coming in line with how I thought this flight was going to be. I'm not sure why the flight management system had us going so slow. Unless that's my fault. Maybe I just didn't plug in the correct speed, but whatever. We're good now. Okay. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Appreciate it. I'm looking forward to researching all that kind of stuff. I like researching all that kind of stuff. All right, 96 is correct. Alright, let me look up some info in here. Might as well fill it in now while we have a few minutes. So we have 150 at 14, but it's gusting to 22 knots, so we're gonna have to increase our landing speed tonight by 5 to 10 knots. If this wind keeps on gusting like this. This was just read about 15 minutes ago. Alright, we got 150 at... So usually you just divide the wind gust by half, and then you can go up to 10 knots above your supposed, landing speed. And then we have 14. The outside air temperature right now is 3 degrees. The pressure is 1018. I like how it changes the altitude as well. That's really cool. And the runway slope is... Alright, let's go to information. We have 0.44. So 0.44. Alright, let's go next. Let's turn that on. Let's make this 99. We can change it. Maybe we can't change it. Alright, yeah, it's not going to let us change it. Alright, I'm not going to send anything yet. We'll wait until we get a little closer, but at least we have a good chunk of it taken care of. Yep, I want a good set of, I'm not sure if I want the yokes where I can keep both hands or just one hand. I mean, I'm kind of okay with both. Part of me really wants two hands, But I'm okay with one hand as well. Just my thumb is just so difficult with the thumb, especially when there's a bunch of wind out there. I'll be back in maybe a minute, maybe less. Be right back.
My hand is on your hip when you dip. I dip with you.
Dip, yo. Dip. Man, I can't wait to sleep in tomorrow. I'm so excited to have a day where I can sleep in. Oh my God. Yes, please. Yes, sir. Aye, Captain. I will make sure it says Xbox compatible. You got it. I will not make a rookie mistake. I promise you. I promise. Which I'm not even in sped up mode, and it's already bouncing around. All right, let's go here. Let's see if it's got a grease fixed camera. Probably not. Nope. Hey, that's the same one as number 4, isn't it? Oh, number 4 is under the plane. That's a shame. That ATR I was flying last night only had 4 camera positions too. Yes, you are correct. That can happen. We will walk shortly. You are correct, sir. Might want to slow down a little bit, actually. Let's slow down just a pinch. Make sure we don't overspeed. Well, I don't think we can. It's not letting me. Nope, can't go back there. It's not letting me walk back there. This is close enough. I think we're over New Mexico right now. Or maybe not. What's ABI? Oh, Abilene. Where are we at? World map. Elmer! A blast from the past. What's up, dude? The ghost of Elmer lives. Oh, we're still over Texas. Yeah, man, we're creating carbon. It's the Taylor Swift special. That's what I should name the next, like, private jet flight that I do. Yeah, I love me the CJ4. It's a great little plane. I think when I do the longitude, we'll call that like the Taylor Swift special. I know that's not her plane. I know she's got like a $50 million, you know, Faulkner. I forget exactly. It's a $50 million plane, I think. But yeah, maybe the next one we'll call the Mile High with Taylor Swift, or Mile High Club with Taylor Swift. That'd be a good title. Get high with Taylor Swift. Dyess Air Force Base. We got about an hour left until we descend. About 500 miles. See, that don't seem right to me. Let's say we got 500 miles until we start descending. But it's only saying we need 92 miles to descend. Well, you know, actually that could be right because it's like 12,000 feet. Let me see what the altitude is of the airport. Yeah, I mean, the altitude's at 9,000 feet. So if we're only going down to 12,000 feet, that's a difference of 31,000 feet. 30, 60, 90. We need more than that. I'm going to descend early, I think. Yeah, we got... Let's see what it says here. So... we got 6:18 to our destination. We got 590 to Hallville, to Haveru. But we got to be at 13,000 feet by there. It's saying bottom of descent. I mean, maybe we'll be okay. Well, we'll see what happens. I personally don't think that's enough room to descend. I think we need another 20, 25, 30 miles maybe. I don't know what, I mean, I think they have us going down to a 3% angle, which is okay, but I don't know. That's the one thing, like with this simulator, it always seems like they have us descending too late. My hand is on your hip. When you dip, I dip with you. Alright, let's sync up the heading. Two plus 2 is 4, minus 1 is 3. Quick math. I mean, the way the sun bounces off this airplane is so cool compared to the X, man. It's awesome. Got all them teraflops working on this flight. All 12 teraflops working. Alright, so now we're on airway J15. Oh, actually, no, we're not. CNX is the beginning of the airway. CNX, then J15 to RSK. And then RSK, we take that to Hallview. Didn't I put another waypoint in before that? Could have sworn I had another waypoint in before Hallview. I thought I had like D something. Let me look here. Yeah, DVC. Where's DVC? Could have sworn I put DVC in there. Yeah, I do have DVC. Okay. Now, DVC is only pumps, RSK. Let's put in RSK, DVC. To HABW WU. Okay. So it's 24 miles from DVC to Hallview. So we can go maybe 5,000 feet in there. So we need to probably be at 18,000 feet by DVC. So we have 43 minus 18. That is 25,000 feet. So we need about 75 to 90 miles to descend. So I'm going to say we need to start descending probably about 15 miles before RSK. So I think that's where I'm going to start descending. Oh no shit, that's that's actually what it has, actually. Let's see here. I didn't even notice that until just now. Oh, it's got us 2 miles before RSK. Yeah, I don't like that. We're going to go maybe 10 or 15 miles before RSK. Alright, let's increase the sim speed a little bit. Let's go right thumbstick in and forward twice on the D-pad. Now we're at 2x speed right now. I wanted to do a different landing tonight, but the system in here doesn't have the RNAV landing I wanted to do. Still planning on doing an RNAV landing, but there's RNAV M for runway 9, and that picks up a waypoint close to RSK and then kind of comes up and then down. They only had RNAV Y and RNAV Z, which it's I don't like it as much coming from this direction, but it's okay. Man, I wish we had a fast forward feature on this plane, on this simulator. I hate this part of the simulator, just sitting here. Got 190 some miles to go into CNX. Ohio. Ohio. Shit, we're making pretty good time now. The thing was just at 406, and now we're almost down to 350. God bless. Speed increase. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for giving us the capability of increasing the sim speed in this airplane. Amen. Now, about 50 miles before we descend, I'm going to look at all the barometric pressure, wind, temperature of Telluride and update the approach. I don't know if we're going to be able to update it after we start descending, so I'd rather do it before we descend. Just to be sure. Because in a lot of planes, once you begin descending, you can't update certain info. You probably could still do the approach, but you know, you probably could still adjust those values, but I'd rather just be safe and just know that it's done. When my hand is on your hip, when I dip, when you dip, I dip with you. A deuce. Oh yeah, okay, there's the third one. Very good. Yep. Cessna longitude. Title, Getting High with Taylor Swift. Yes, yes it is. It is faster, that's for sure. You are correct about that. So Setma's only about 9 miles out from the airport, so I like to be kind of slow by the time we get there, which means I need to adjust the speed of. And ETL is 17 miles to Setna. Okay. Oh no, 7 miles. All right, well that's okay. Oh, let's put it in 150 here. So then let's do 180 at Avlu. And let's do 200. Now, I mean, we don't have a automatic throttle, you know, so, I mean, we have flight level control, but we don't have something that's going to keep us at that speed automatically unless we're descending and ascending, so, oh, let's go to regular speed. All right, we're in regular speed now. So, I mean, this is more just a reference for me for the speeds, but I definitely want to be at those altitudes. I definitely want to be at 18,000 feet by DVC, because that's only 20-some miles, you know, to Havlu. So that gives us time to descend and, you know, descend 5,000 feet and get to the right speed. Yeah, man, the longitude's a lot faster, man. I like that plane a lot. I like both the Cessna planes. They're, you know, this one has got a shit ton of features. Actually, I think it's got more features than the longitude as far as what you can do with the screens and inputting information into the flight management system. But the longitude is such a sexy looking airplane, man. I don't mind saying it's sexy. That's a good looking airplane, man. And I love the interior of the airplane. Yeah, I was really on the fence between those two planes tonight. Because I haven't flown a longitude in a while. But I flipped the coin and CJ4 won. So it's saying we're gonna go 30. We're gonna go 190 some miles in 32 minutes. Maybe. It might could happen. That might can happen. Stacja Airport. I think we're over New Mexico right now. Man, I love flying over the Earth. It's so pretty to look at. It really is. Different crevices, mountains, ripples in the ground, colors. It's amazing that over billions of years, this is kind of what evolved. I wonder what, like, another billion of years, I wonder what the Earth will look like in a billion more years. I wonder if it'll be recognizable at all, or if it'll... who knows? I wonder if humans will still be around by then. Maybe we'll be on our next version of life. Turn into CNX. Corona, New Mexico. We got I don't know how many miles we got, 69 miles or so until we get to Albuquerque. And from Albuquerque we're going to go on a northwest heading. Well, more northwest than what we're heading now. Alright, let's... Yeah. Yep. Probably. Greece is forever. Greece will always be there. Boy, look at the miles just melting away. Alright, here's Albuquerque. I think it's interesting that it says 700, like, you know, the vertical speed is, minus 700, And then it's got this little ring right here that represents that as well. I think that's pretty cool. All right, about 10 more miles, we're going to turn off the speed increase. Let's get down to about 15 miles. Almost there. All right, let's do it. All right, now we're in regular speed again. Now all these waypoints we're looking at now, ABQ, Curly, Tanner, and Pumps, those are all on airway J15. So when I did this plan, I did CNX on J15, exiting at RSK. So there was no other waypoint I could have turned off of the airway from closer to our destination. The RSK is like the last spot that I could easily maneuver to get to our landing. If that makes sense, what I'm saying. In my head, it makes sense. I don't know if the words coming out in my face make sense too, but I think maybe. I like the movement about making sense. But yeah, as long as the weather's good, we're going to be going for an RNAV landing. I should probably plug in the localizer just to be safe. It's 109.3. Let's come down here to tune. And let's plug in 109.3 just to be safe. F1. Yep, just to be safe. My ears itch every once in a while, man. I wear headphones like all day. Like all day. I wear them all day for work, and then, you know, I got them on again. Alright, let's put traffic on normal right now. We'll put it on below when we descend. Alright, we're turning off from Albuquerque. Let me look at something here. There's performance, VNAV. All right, I like that better, a 2% flight path angle. Let's check that out. And that's got us descending a little bit earlier. So that's negative. All right, let's try 2.5. So that didn't change anything. Alright, fuck it, leave it at 3 then. If it's not changing anything, there's really no reason to change it then. It should change the top of descent, but it doesn't. Hangman is coming down from his gallows, and I don't have very long. We're still in regular speed. I haven't increased the speed yet. It doesn't look like we're completely lined up. I think that's because of the wind. Yeah, it looks like we have 68 knots to the southeast, which would explain why we're angled, 10 degrees or so to the left. So we're, flying into the wind like that, so it's pushing us. It's pushing us, so we're turning into it, so we can offset the push. All right, so we got about 80 some miles to our descent. Let's go ahead and go back to the approach page. Let's go to the METAR page for Telluride. Alright, destination altitude. That's correct. Alright, let's come here and let's go to index. I'm sorry, performance. Approach 130 at 15 right now. 130 degrees, 15 knots, gusting to 19 now. So, which means we can go about 8 knots over our approach. And the METAR right now, let's see here. It's still 1018, so. Okay, so nothing like anything else changed. Approach speeds went up a little bit. Let me look at our approach page here and oops. So that's been updated again. Unless that has the wind factored into it, which I don't think it does. Okay. Let's go back to display. Let's go to flight plan here. not ready to send that over yet still. We'll wait a little bit to send that over. I was thinking about going to 2x speed again, but it doesn't really make sense at this point. We're getting ready to descend. Taking us a little bit out of the way tonight to go to that DVC waypoint. I'm taking us probably about 30 miles out of our way, but I'm more comfortable making that turn and having time to get lined up with our approach properly instead of making a really sharp right-hand turn to get into the approach. This way, at least we'll kind of be straight on coming into the approach, and then we'll be able to make a nice turn. Alright, we're at about 2 degrees for our descent right now. Once we get to 3, that's when we're going to start descending. Alright, let's plug in our descent altitude. Let's plug in 18,000 feet first. And let's arm VNAV. Once we get to 3%, or the mileage, but we should get there right at the same time. We'll, like, right before we get to our descent, we're going to see a vertical path deviation indicator show up, and then that'll be our reference point to know if we're descending at the proper angle and the proper speed. Now this should start descending all on its own. The only thing we're going to have to do is just maintain the right throttle to keep ourselves at a good speed. If you don't want to worry about the throttle yourself, then just do flight level control. Pick the speed you want to descend at, do flight level control, and the plane will automatically take you down there. You're still going to have to adjust the throttle. But, at that point, it's not really based on your angle or the vertical speed per minute. It's more based on the speed you chose to descend. If you have the throttles, pretty far forward, it's not going to be a steep descent. Otherwise, you'll go over the speed you chose. But if you were to pull the throttle back some more, then the plane has to angle down more steeply in order to get to the speed that you chose. So either way, you're going to have to play with the throttle. It's just a matter of if you'd rather have VNAV do it and you adjust the throttle that way, or if you just want to have flight level control do it. Or VS mode. I mean, either one of the three is fine. I'm sticking with VNAV because I'm doing a RNAV landing, and you know, I like to see if VNAV works most of the time. Sometimes in these planes it doesn't work so well. All right, we're at a angle of 2.3. Let's put our traffic system on below. There's a icon blocking one of your words, but no, I don't think I'm familiar with that simulator. Let's go tune, let's go TCAS, let's go below. Nope, don't think I'm familiar with that simulator. Alright, we're at 2.4. Oh, yeah. The bus simulator, yeah, I'm familiar with that. Yep. I've only played it a couple of times, but no, I'm familiar with that simulator. Get all our alien circles. The only place in the world that I've ever seen circles and shapes like this on the regular. Somehow, like from Denver, Nevada, Iowa, Arizona, parts of California, there's just New Mexico, it's crazy. Maybe those are like reset positions for the Matrix. Alright, you can see 18,000's in our flight plan. That's why it's in magenta, so that's what VNAV is going to take us down to. Here's our vertical path deviator right here. When that gets centered up, that's when we're going to start descending. Keep an eye on that because we're going to pull back our throttle when it starts getting closer. Yep, bus simulator, I played it. I'm a fan of like every simulator. The police simulator I don't really like, actually. I shouldn't say I'm a fan of every simulator. But a huge majority of simulators I'm a huge fan of. Alright, let's pull back our throttle a bit. Yeah, we don't want to start slowing down too much, so let's push our throttle forward just a little bit. Kind of want to get it to a point where like the throttle, like with the throttle where it's not really increasing or decreasing, it's just kind of. I've seen videos of Communist Simulator. Yes, that's fun. I've also seen Drug Dealer Simulator too. I've seen Markiplier play that. That shit was funny. But you know, the Communist Simulator, that was pretty funny. I watched them play that too. That was pretty funny. What did it say? Unable next altitude? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it waited too long to have us start descending. I knew it. I called it. Y'all were here to witness it. I said it's probably not going to give us enough space to send. It's all right. We'll get down as close as we can get. If we need to make a circle, we'll do a procedure, you know, like a holding pattern type circle until we get to the right altitude. We've done that before. Alright. So it's still visual flight rules for Telluride, according to Navigraph. It updates automatically. Last time was 23 minutes ago. Excuse me, that it updated. So when we get closer to our actual approach, then we'll confirm the V speeds at that point. Maybe I love you wonder. Maybe someday we'll grow. Go home to see you. Drunk ass on that runway. Oh. Aliens, kids feeling rebellious. Bears, the parents still listen to Elvis. Start feeling like prisoners helpless. Someone that belong on a mission was bitch. A visionary, she was scared. Living the airways rough. Everyone kissing my ass. Such a disaster and a catastrophe. And you can see so damn much of my ass she asked for me. I'm back. Na 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 na. Fix your minutes and I'm gonna hit open your skin like a splinter. Center of attention. Back for the winter, I'm in arresting. The best thing since wrestling. Festing in your kids' ears and nesting. Shh. Testing. Attention, please. What is our decision height tonight? Jesus Christ, 2462. Wow. That might be the highest decision height I've ever seen in my life. Alright, let's come here to PFD menu. And let's go to preference. Big wheel. Actually, let's choose these. Alright, and Barrow is born. 2462. There we go. Now that's set. Now we can just push escape. Yep, I don't think we're going to get down to our... Alright, well, let's plug in 13,000 feet then and see if we can get there at least. We need to do a holding pattern for a second. Well, not a second, but you know what I mean. We need to do a holding pattern type circle. We'll do it. Let's make our own. Tell you what, let's do a couple of things here. Let's go into heading mode. Let's go into VS. And let's turn back. Let's do a holding pattern. We'll do a left-hand holding pattern until we can get down to our correct altitude. Let's turn off VNav as well. Ready for your vector, Victor? I want to watch that movie again, that movie Airplane. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Alright, let's put this back up to 18,000 now. Once we get wings level, we'll do this for a minute roughly. Alright, let's fly this for a minute. And then we'll turn back. Alright, we're almost ready. Alright, very good. Let's turn back. Turn this clock off now. Let's arm navigation. And then let's arm VNav again. LNAV should be coming back into the fold here momentarily.
Altitude.
Yeah, starting to move now. Alright, very good. Now we're at altitude a little bit early, but that's okay. We're well above the 13,000 that we really need to be at. Alright, now LNAV should get picked up any moment. Sorry for scratching my ear, man, but ear gets itchy wearing headphones a lot. Alright, our barometer right now is 1018. Let's change that. Oh, a night landing in Telluride? Alright, we can try that. Alright, let's put the altitude down to 13,000. Alright, we've now captured our navigation again. Yeah, and they do look like a spaceship. Alright, let's confirm things for our landing. Let's go performance, approach. We now have, alright, 1018 is still correct, but our wind is now 110 and 9. And I'm now ready to send this over. Alright, that's all done. And now let's go to our takeoff approach page. Here's our approach reference here. Let's put our icing equipment back on. We got VPath set up. We might be going a little slow for what we really need to be going, but I'm leaving it.
Mike Alpha have a generic in sight.
I'm leaving it just to be safe.
Mike Alpha have the traffic.
keep being annoying, I'm gonna turn you off, just so you know. You're not gonna give me a way to answer you. Or maybe that was GigaChat that just answered. Maybe that was them that answered. Alright, we're getting ready to make our turn. There's VNAV again, showing up to the party. Get us down to 13,000 feet. Now this turn we're making right here, this is what we were supposed to make to get into the approach. But I put this waypoint here on purpose. To try to stop that from happening. I'd rather make a sharper turn now than have to do it to get into the approach. All right, now we're starting to descend again. We can actually put the altitude down to 12,000. That's the altitude we really need to get down to. Use our thrusters. Get to the point where I don't want to be too fast. I believe we have about 10 miles to ETL, and then we turn towards the, then we actually turn towards our approach at that point. I'm actually going to put our landing lights on now because technically we're about 7,000 feet above ground, I would think. So let's put on logo and landing. Kind of ballsy to land at night like this, man. I've never landed at this airport before, so hopefully it goes well. Alright, we're at the right altitude. Now we got about 10 miles to ETL. And then from there we make our next turn. We're only about 4,000 feet above ground right now.
Altitude.
The hell is going on?
Autopilot.
You see that? Autopilot just kicked off for a second. That was crazy. I mean, I turned it off, but it was like leaning and then turning like it was just falling out of it. Like, that was weird. That does that sometimes in this simulator. Like, it'll just fall out of the sky. All right, let me put this down to 10,000 feet. Actually, I'll put it down to 9,500. That's interesting. I've never seen it say that before. Check speed. Cool. I'll check it.
125.35 Mike Alpha Mike Alpha. Goodbye. Denver Center Mike Alpha Mike Alpha 13,000 feet.
All right, let's put our landing gear down. Make sure we get all green lights. Put our last stage of flaps down. All right, we got all green lights down here. So that's good. And I love the fact that we have, oops. I love that we have this indicator here. You know, our it's like what they have like in the fighter jets. All right, I don't think clicking approach is going to do anything. Yeah, no, it's not going to do anything. Alright, still got the autopilot on, still in VNAV and LNAV mode right now. I am going to have to land this by hand, but that's okay. Got about 6 miles. Boy, it is windy. Jesus.
Altitude. Autopilot.
You can see that little green ball showing up. That means we're at the right altitude, angle, whatever, for the landing. It's just so windy. I'm trying to get lined back up again, man, but it is so freaking windy. Probably should have did the localizer landing, but that's all right. We are almost on the ground. 1 red light, 2 red lights. Hey. What's up? Did you see Sherry sent you a text? Did you write anything back to her? Yeah, if you could just say thank you or blah, blah, blah. She just wanted to make sure you got it. Here we go! Here we go! Ah, bitch, we landed. Yeah, bitch. What's up? Are you sending her text now? That was a little bit of a hard landing, but I'm going to blame that on Grease because he wanted us to fly with the lights off. Mother Earth turned the lights off on us. All right. We done, bitches? You need something? What's up?
Yeah. But I'm craving an award.
It's your birthday. We can still go if you want. All right, let me finish the stream. All right, bitches, it's my daughter's birthday again. So I gotta run out again because, you know, that's the kind of dad I am, I guess. But that's it. Listen, I've talked about this before. Subscribe and push the like button. It don't mean a damn thing to you probably, but it means a lot to me, and I promise nobody will know about it except you and me. More you than me. Like the banner says up top, subscribe and like my shit. Now, even if you don't like my channel, still subscribe. Because that way you could say that you did a good deed for today. Like, I hate this motherfucker on YouTube. He makes the dumbest videos. I subscribed anyways because I'm a good person. Be a good person, subscribe. Hit that like button. And I'll probably be doing a video tomorrow morning. Yeah, I'll probably be back tomorrow morning to do a 737 flight. Probably like a Southwest or a United or something like that. Just to do something actually going on in America. Or maybe a shitty Ryanair flight. I don't know. We'll see. I might be back. But I'll definitely be back Sunday night for sure. Maybe tomorrow night. But anyways, that's it, my friends. Be good to yourself, be good to me, and I will see y'all over the beautiful skies of Mother Earth on the next episode of the Airplane Show. All right, bitches. Remember what I said. Even if you don't like my stuff, still subscribe. Like the banner says, subscribe and like my shit. That's what the banner says. So that's it. See y'all later. See ya.